I told you can't trust these niggas. Puffy done super, man.
Puffy doing Puffy's.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually. But I also did participate.
Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy.
Diddy did not go away quietly, even after being found not guilty. Insiders claim that as soon as the court decision was made, he actually wrote 50 Cent a hidden, menacing message, beginning a new phase in their infamous, drawn-out feud. This time the stakes are higher than before. Take this. The situation has grown so terrible after. Diddy made it clear that he is coming for 50 and not just to talk, that there are rumors that 50 is going into hiding. You all had better get your mugs ready because I'm drinking some hot tea from one of the most well-known rivalries in Hollywood.
Puff was like, first he was amping him to get stout. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it. Like, why don't we go shopping or some shit? I mean, I pay for it. And I was like, this nigga just said. I got the away from him because I was like, this nigga just told me.
In a wild and utterly unbelievable turn of events, Diddy is now making headlines again. This time for what appears to be a direct threat against his long-standing foe. 50 Cent. Only hours after being declared not guilty in a massive RICO lawsuit that might have led to his life in jail, Diddy released a bold, cryptic message that has everyone talking. Insiders claim Diddy used a burner account to send a scary message to 50 recipients. The message informs Curtis, "I'm not done yet. Sharp, short, and dangerous." It's the kind of item that might be hazardous without making a lot of noise. He didn't tag him. He did not speak. Don't get me wrong though, this was personal. Furthermore, if you know anything about Diddy and the history of the 1950s, you already know how deep this beef goes. We're talking about a long-running dispute that is full of shady Instagram posts, subtle insults, and unspoken industry hostility. But this only took things to a whole other level. Following his exoneration from the most serious charges in a RICO case that accused him of being at the center of a criminal conspiracy, Diddy had just left the courtroom. Mob bosses usually collapse in this kind of situation. You don't overlook this kind of situation until you have a lot of power on your side. But this is where things become increasingly messier. Diddy may have escaped prosecution, but he is still at risk since 50 Cent isn't keeping quiet. The volume he's prepared to turn up may shock the entire business. In response to the threat, 50 wrote on Instagram, "Diddy beat the RICO. What an ugly boy." And he liked John Gotti, who was gay. But 50 didn't stop there. Guys, shortly thereafter, he sent Diddy another note. "Please don't keep saying that. The gay Teflon Don should make me fearful."
No, what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party.
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
Insiders claim that 50 is finishing up a startling documentary. What we're hearing is that it includes names and receipts and goes into great detail about all of the dark rumors that have been going around about Diddy for years. Blackmail, parties, NDAs, and persistent rumors. Diddy gave that letter as a warning. Let's just say that 50 is not the type to back down. He's already giving away that everything will be exposed at the pier. When he says everything, you know he means it. This dispute is more than just a celebrity dispute anymore. It has evolved into a full-fledged conflict over power, secrets, and reputations. Diddy is now facing something far bigger, even if he won the case. The court of public opinion is dangerous. And if 50 fulfills his promise to release this documentary, Diddy might not have to worry about handcuffs. His realm might be annihilated. Today, the long-running feud between 50 Cent and Diddy is more than just a classic rap feud. It is now veering into frighteningly real territory with burner accounts, court testimony, and threats all involved. This beef has simmered since the early 2000s. Over the years, though, 50 Cent has made it his mission to keep the tension high, mostly through his usual vile trolling. When it comes to mocking Diddy's fashion choices and questioning his masculinity, 50 has never held back. Remember when he wrote about Diddy's writing style? You are conscious of that. Doesn't that bike have a seat? For example, when he casually referred to Diddy as fruity in interviews, he raised eyebrows with his overt disapproval of their past interactions. But the jokes might have changed recently into something much worse. Only hours after Diddy was unexpectedly acquitted in a high-profile RICO case that could have led to his life in jail, a long-dormant account suddenly sprang back to life to send one terrible message. Tell Curtis, I'm not done yet. It went beyond basic online trolling, according to sources close to 50 Cent. It was an intentional, ominous sign, and Diddy is said to have threatened people in the past. Former Diddy assistant Capricorn Clark once made a comment that has been resurfaced and is currently gaining greater attention. Claimed in court that Diddy had expressed a clear desire to harm 50 Cent. I like guns. That wasn't a rap phrase or a joke. It took place during a discussion regarding Diddy's altercation with 50 in real life. Following his clearance, Diddy is showcasing his survival in the most brutal way possible. Evidently, he wants 50 to realize that he is still a threat and is observing. But in true 50 Cent fashion, he's responding with a mix of mockery and threat. In his comment, "Oh my goodness, itty bitty Diddy wants me dead," he posted a funny AI-generated image of himself looking scared. I should keep quiet. It's funny at first look, but if you know 50, you know that each post has a strategic goal. It's not merely clowning, it's taunting. While 50 Cent is preparing for a trial that will be widely reported, generate headlines and be viewed on streaming sites, Diddy may have avoided jail time. His next documentary is said to have damaging details regarding Diddy's alleged private life, parties, power conflicts, and silencers, as well as insider testimony and never-before-seen footage. The fact that burner accounts have been activated, threats have been made, and past testimony has come to light makes it clear that this is more than just a beef. This is war. One that might give away more than Diddy ever thought possible. That can be challenged not in a court of law, but in the court of public opinion. Now, even though Diddy may have escaped the most grave charge in his "do not misunderstand this shocking RICO case," he will not get away with it. He was convicted of 2 serious felonies involving the unlawful transportation of persons and faces. A maximum sentence of 20 years in jail. The scheduled date for sentencing is October 3. Diddy will be behind bars until then, since the judge isn't taking any chances and has deemed him too dangerous to be released. However, this is where the situation gets even more bizarre. Insiders claim that Diddy's outbursts, especially those aimed at 50 Cent, are primarily concerned with impending events and have little to do with the legal system. There are rumors that the frightening documentary is set to be released in the 1950s. Had he done it? Additionally, I can guarantee you that this project isn't holding return anything. This extends beyond Diddy's legal troubles. According to preliminary leaks, 50 plans to make public everything that was carefully kept out of the courtroom. We are talking about alleged blackmail plans, eerie similarities to the Jeffrey Epstein case, and some incredibly disturbing footage, allegedly captured from Diddy's infamous house parties. Sources say the documentary will go closely into Diddy's inner circle, power battles, and his alleged manipulation of others through intimidation, coercion, and non-disclosure agreements. It's the kind of thing that would make newspapers tremble and ruin reputations. And let's be honest, if 50 possess even a tiny percentage of the purportedly his receipts, the business may be completely upended. Consequently, Diddy's coming out is not shocking, swinging, as October approaches and the pressure mounts. One thing is for sure, this is not just a legal issue anymore. It is a struggle for legacy, survival, and secrets. As the argument between Diddy and 50 Cent heats up, it's becoming increasingly clear that it's about far more than just bitterness or pointless celebrity competition. It is now caught in a web of authority, control, and possibly even governmental protection. Since Diddy's shocking not guilty ruling on the most serious RICO charges, tension has increased. His sudden acquittal on allegations that may have led to his death has generated a lot of speculation. Not only among fans, even though he still faces up to 20 years in jail for less serious but comparable actions. There have been rumors that Diddy may have been serving the government. They have reappeared, adding a whole new and disturbing dimension to the story. Others speculate that this is why he has seemed invincible for decades. Despite the growing number of disturbing accusations and lawsuits, if this idea is correct, it presents frightening questions. Diddy knows what? To whom is he attempting to provide protection? And who's protecting him? Meanwhile, 50 Cent is not going to give up. Did he do that? His documentary that will be released soon is being described by insiders as a real-time reckoning, attempting to connect long-silenced victims, secret recordings, mysterious party footage, and the inner workings of what some now believe may have been a decades-long operation of manipulate and exert influence. Consequently, Diddy's response has shifted from defiant to panicked. The burner's ominous sound is just the first step. Diddy is reportedly actively working behind the scenes to block the documentary from being distributed, potentially even stopping it before it begins by leveraging his strong connections. But 50 isn't intimidated and is leaning into the chaos. He knows he's getting into trouble, but he also knows the public is asking for answers. Furthermore, his past shows that he isn't afraid to ruin relationships in order to expose the truth.